Hello Compose enthusiasts. Today we are exploring an interesting layout, the staggered grid. First thing first, what is a staggered grid? In a staggered grid, items can span multiple rows or columns and can have different sizes. It's great for layouts where items have variable sizes and you want to make efficient use of space. Let's see how we can set up this in Jetpack Compose. Here I have list of these colors, so I will use these colors list. Now let's use this lazy vertical staggered grid. Now we have these two compulsory parameters. We will provide these content through the parentheses. And here in this column we need to define how many columns we need in a vertical staggered grid. Let's use this staggered grid cell and place dot. So we can see we have these three options to select. So for now let's use this fixed. Here let's provide count of 2. We need fixed number of columns in our vertical staggered grid. So here in this lazy staggered grid scope we have many functions. We can see we have this item, so here we can provide a count and we can also provide list of items and we can use this item for a single item, and here we also have this items indexed if we want to make the use of index of each item. So for now let's use this count and here let's provide 100 count, and in each count what we will do for simplicity we generally provide a list of items in this staggered grid, but for simplicity I will just use a box with variable height. So here what I have did, I have taken a box. In this box we will take this fill max width. So whatever will be the available width it will take, and the height will be variable. So here we will take the random number from this generated value and we will take that value as a height, and I have used this clip modifier to give some rounded corner into this box, and here I am using this background with a random color from this colors list. So now let's run our app. So here we can see we have this staggered grid with variable height of that box. Here we can see we don't have any space outside of our layouts. So we can give some spacing with the help of this content padding modifier. So let's give some spacing, something like 10 dp. And also if we want to give some spacing in between each items, here we have this vertical item spacing. So let's provide 10 dp value, and for horizontal spacing we can use this horizontal arrangement. Here we can use this arrangement dot space by. So this will give 10 dp space in between horizontally. So now let's run it again. So now we can see we have spacing all around the boxes and vertically and horizontally also. Now let's use the different approaches of assigning this column value. So here I have used this fixed number of columns, and others we have these fixed size and adaptive. They have very little difference in between. So for now let's use this adaptive. Here in this adapted we can provide a minimum size. something like 100 dp. So what this adaptive will do, let's press Ctrl Q. So here we can see we have this example. So here if we provide something like 20 dp value in this adaptive and the size of screen is 88 dp wide, then there will be 4 columns with 22 dp each, and the other one was that fixed size. So let's use that fixed size, and here let's see the documentation. Here we don't provide the minimum space, rather just a fixed size. So let's see the documentation. So here we can see if we provide this 20 dp fixed size and the screen is 88 dp wide, then the column size will remain the 40 dp each, and there will be 4 columns, but the remaining value will be distributed in the form of space in between items. So this is the difference between this fixed size and that adaptive. So let's run it again and see the behavior. So now we can see each of these columns has fixed size of 100 dp and the remaining value there in the form of space. Here we can use the available space in various forms with the help of different arrangements. So next we have this lazy horizontal staggered grid. This is also exactly same, only the difference is the naming of these parameters. Here we have this row instead of that column because of that orientation. Let's press Ctrl B on this, and here we can see under the hood this is implementing this lazy staggered grid. And also let's go to that horizontal staggered grid, and again we can see this is also implementing that staggered grid. So both these are exactly same, only the difference is of the orientation. Now let's have a look into our favorite app to see lazy vertical staggered grid in action. Here we can see this Pinterest app is also using this staggered vertical grid to showing these images. And that's wrap up on staggered grid in Jetpack Compose. If you liked this video, please hit that thumbs up button, and if you want to see more content like this, don't forget to subscribe.